Mom, I'm home from school. I saw a note in the living room that said you and Amber went out. Where did you go to?
Oh, Heather, you're back already?
Where are you guys?
We're on our way to a restaurant.
A restaurant?
Yes, we're heading to a fancy French place for a special dinner.
Oh my God. Why don't you take me too?
Because today is her celebration. We don't need to take you along.
What's the celebration for?
She got a perfect score on a pop quiz today. She's amazing, isn't she? Truly gifted.
A pop quiz? You mean the ones she has every week? It's not that big of a deal.
What are you talking about? A quiz is a quiz, and getting a perfect score is impressive.
I get perfect scores on those quizzes all the time.
In your case, it's just luck. Unlike you, she got her perfect score through her sheer talent. We have to celebrate that.
But a fancy French dinner seems a bit much.
Oh, be quiet. Stop being so jealous because you're inadequate. It's annoying.
Jeez.
Compared to her, you're really disappointing.
So, what about my dinner tonight?
Fix something yourself.
But...
There's something in the fridge. Make do with that.
I checked the fridge and there was hardly any food. Maybe just some milk.
The milk should be enough.
I'm starving.
Stop complaining. Drink the milk and get back to studying. You need to work hard to be as good as Amber.
Ugh, fine.
No matter how hard you try, you'll never match her brilliance, though. She's a genius and looks like a model, while you're just a failure. Anyway, we're off to enjoy ourselves.
Okay, have fun. Mom, it's already past 8 p.m. and you're still not home? Amber isn't here either. Did you two go out for dinner again?
Whoops! I completely forgot to leave a note. Actually, we're on a trip to Hawaii.
Hawaii? Why?
Amber got first place in the midterm exam. She asked for a trip as a reward. So here we are, celebrating her achievement.
What about me? Am I left behind again?
Why would we take you along? You couldn't even take the exam because you got sick. You had a high fever. How pathetic. There's no way we'd take an idiot like you on a trip.
This is nuts.
You're really careless compared to Amber. You can't even manage your health. A kid like you doesn't deserve to go on a vacation.
Okay, I get it. Anyway, I need to study for my SAT. How long will you be gone?
Well, we'll be staying for about 2 weeks.
That long? So what am I supposed to do for food while you're gone? I checked the fridge and there's nothing in there.
Then go buy something from the supermarket. You have some allowance, don't you?
I don't have any. You took it away from me the day I missed the exam because I was sick. You said someone as stupid as me shouldn't have any money.
Oh, that's right. I completely forgot about that.
There's no food in the house, no money. How am I supposed to manage for 2 weeks?
Oh, it's okay. There's flour in the kitchen cabinet, right? Bake your own bread and survive on that.
Seriously?
Well, we're off to enjoy our vacation. Make sure you take care of yourself all alone.
Hi, Heather. Do you have a moment?
Hi, Aunt Sadie. What's up?
Is your mom at home? I've been trying to call her, but she's not picking up.
She went on a vacation with my sister.
What? Vacation?
Yeah, they're in Hawaii for 2 weeks. If it's urgent, I can try to contact her for you.
Oh, wait, what? Vacationing in Hawaii? Just her and Amber?
She got first place in her exam recently. Mom was thrilled and decided to celebrate by taking her on a trip.
So, you're home alone?
Yes, I'm staying home to watch the house.
Leaving you alone for 2 weeks?
Well, I'm used to it.
But what about food? Did they leave you anything to eat?
Not really. I found some flour, so I've been baking my own bread.
Unbelievable! My sister is such an idiot. I'm so sorry, Heather. She's always been so self-centered.
It's okay. I'm used to it, really.
She's so troublesome. She's always loved being the center of attention. That's why she married a highly educated and well-off person to be envied. But after losing him to illness, now she's using Amber to get attention again.
Amber definitely takes after Mom. She loves to brag about how little sleep she gets and how she hardly studies before exams. She loves being called a prodigy. Still, I think it's impressive how hard she works.
All right, I'm coming to get you. You're staying at my house while they're away.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm in high school now. I can handle being alone.
What are you talking about? You're still a kid. And you're growing. You need more than just a bread. I'm coming over right now, so wait for me.
Heather, Hawaii was amazing. The weather was warm, the sea and sky were beautiful. We stayed at a luxurious hotel and had a blast.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Aren't you supposed to come back today?
Well, there's been a change of plans.
Okay.
We're going straight to England.
What in the world? You're going there now?
Not just for a trip, but for study.
Huh? What do you mean?
We met someone wonderful here. An English tourist asked for directions. Turns out he's a university professor in London. We hit it off right away.
How does that lead to you going there?
I told him all about how brilliant Amber is. He asked if she would consider studying over there. He offered to help if she was interested. So, thanks to him, we're arranging for her to study in England. Of course, I'm going with her.
Wow, that's pretty sudden. But isn't there a lot of paperwork for studying abroad?
The professor introduced us to a school and handled everything quickly. He said if Amber is the top student, she should come ASAP.
I see.
She's so brilliant, she might even get into Oxford. After graduation, she'll get offers from top companies worldwide. She'll become a global star, and my parenting will be a huge success. I might even write a parenting book. And I might become a famous commentator on TV.
That sounds great. But what about me?
What?
You guys are suddenly moving abroad. What am I supposed to do from now on? I'm still in high school. Will you be sending me living expenses regularly? And covering my tuition fees?
I don't care about a useless idiot like you. You don't need to go to high school anyway. Unlike Amber, you're a dumb and worthless daughter, so I'm not spending money on you.
You've got to be kidding me.
I've left your care to our relatives. I told them they could use you as a maid or whatever.
Oh my god.
You know, you should have been a bit smarter like Amber. And then maybe I'd care for you more. But you're clumsy and a failure. Just like your useless father.
Useless? Don't talk bad about Dad. He worked hard for a big company and supported us before he got sick. Even when he was sick, he always worried about me and helped me with everything.
He was a softie. That's why he was kind to an idiot like you. You guys are alike and both clumsy. So you got along well.
That's a horrible thing to say.
Anyway, I'm off to England with the brilliant Amber. I've handed over the responsibility to the relatives since you're incompetent, so go live alone and lonely. I wish you'd just become their child. I don't need a useless daughter like you.
Goodbye and good riddance.
What?
I'm going to be Aunt Sadie's daughter.
What are you talking about?
She just called me. The relatives discussed it and she decided to take me in. I said I wanted to be adopted and she said anytime. She's also going to make sure I go to high school. So I'm going to be her daughter now.
Well, someone is willing to take in a failure like you. I'm grateful. Do whatever you want. As long as I have Amber, I'm fine.
Then that's what I'll do. From today on, you're no longer my mom. Don't ever try to act like one again.
As if I would. And don't come crying back saying you want to be my daughter again. Amber is the only one I need. It's been a while, Heather. We just got back from England. I heard from Sadie that you're throwing us a welcome back party.
Huh?
I asked her to pick us up at the airport, but she said she was too busy with party preparations. We didn't tell anyone we were coming back, so I wonder how the news got out. Tell me the location of the party. We'll head over right away. I'm so excited. We can't wait to celebrate with the whole family. Hurry up. Tell me where it is.
You guys are not invited.
What?
It's my Harvard acceptance celebration party.
Harvard?
So I'm not inviting anyone who isn't involved. Aunt Sadie and everyone else worked hard to prepare this for me. Don't ruin the fun atmosphere.
Wait, I don't understand. Isn't it our welcome back party? And your Harvard acceptance? That's a joke, right? Aren't you a high school dropout?
Aunt Sadie made sure I went to high school. I applied to Harvard and got in. It's all thanks to her and everyone else's support. I feel nothing but gratitude for them.
What the heck is going on? How did you get into Harvard? You have to be smart to get in. Someone like you couldn't possibly do that.
But I did, and I'm grateful to you. Because you took Amber and left. My life improved dramatically. Without you guys, it was fantastic. I got to eat 3 proper meals every day, and the environment was wonderful. Everyone praised me when I worked hard, and they all helped me if I struggled. Thanks to that, studying hard was enjoyable.
What? How can you say that? You're making it sound like I created a horrible home environment.
Not making it sound like. That's exactly what happened. With you and Amber around, it was a nightmare for me.
What did you say?
You always doted on Amber, ignored me, and left me alone. And when you did talk to me, it was to mock or lash out. Amber did the same, mocking me or taking out her frustrations on me. That kind of environment was nothing but terrible for me.
What's with you? Just because you got into Harvard, you're getting all high and mighty. Harvard isn't that great. You've never even studied abroad in England.
By the way, why did you come back? Amber graduated high school there, and if she got into a university, she'd still have classes, right?
Well, that's...
Don't tell me she didn't get into university. I heard British universities are tough. Even someone as smart as her could fail. But that's impossible, right? She's way smarter than me.
Shut up!
So, she did fail?
Yes, she failed to get into Oxford, repeated the year twice, and failed again this year. That's why we came back. What's so bad about that?
She really wanted to go to Oxford, huh?
I thought she'd get in the second time, so we stayed another year. But she failed again, so we stayed another year. Then, this year, she got a high fever on TSA test day. She failed again because of that. We were exhausted, so we came back. What's wrong with that?
Oh, so even she isn't so smart after all.
What did you say? Getting a fever wasn't her fault.
Oh, but you used to tell me, remember? Not managing your health was stupid. And now I'm about to become a Harvard student. Meanwhile, she's just a high school graduate with no job. I never thought I'd surpass her academically.
Shut up! How dare you mock her? You must have cheated to get into Harvard. Your acceptance must be invalid.
Heather would never cheat. I can vouch for her hard work as her parent. You, who are no longer her mother, have no right to belittle her.
What? Who's this?
You come back and immediately start putting her down. You haven't changed a bit. I can't stay silent anymore.
Is this Sadie?
Yeah, it's your sister and Heather's mother. She's my adopted daughter now. She's my precious child. Stop accusing her of cheating.
It's hilarious. You actually adopted her. Taking in such a useless girl won't do you any good, you know.
There's been only good. Life with her has been joyful and fulfilling. I'm single and had no interest in marriage, so I thought I'd never experience raising a child. Thanks to her, I got to do that. And she's such a brilliant child. My life is perfect.
How is she brilliant? She only got into Harvard by luck.
She got in as the top student. She's the top scorer on the SAT among all applicants.
Holy cow! I can't believe it. Heather, the idiot is the top scorer?
What do you mean, idiot? You've belittled her without knowing her true abilities or how hard she worked. You're no longer her mother. You have no right to mock my daughter, and you need to stay out of her life.
What's with you? Why are you so angry all of a sudden?
I told you, we're busy preparing for the party. It's a very important celebration for my dear daughter's Harvard acceptance. If you're not involved, stay away.
But we just got back. Can't we at least join the party for a bit?
Absolutely not. The former prodigy turned jobless daughter and her unemployed mother rely on her. You two have more important things to do. Instead of talking nonsense, go find a place to live and a job. Neither I, Heather, nor any of our relatives will help you.
Fine. Who would want to go to such a stupid party anyway? We'll find a place and jobs soon enough. Amber only failed to get into Oxford because of bad luck. Wait and see. She's still a super genius. Heather, can I talk to you? Do you have time?
What is it? I'm busy right now.
I've been thinking. Families should live together.
Uh-huh.
Let's all be together again. You, me, and Amber. We're back in the country, so let's restore our family time.
What are you scheming? I'm not your family, and you only care about Amber. There's no benefit for you to live with me.
That's the thing. She's a mess now. She's become completely useless and out of control.
Oh, yeah?
Ever since she heard you got into Harvard, she's been terrible. She's been acting out, and I can't handle her. I've been trying to get her to apply to big companies, but she keeps getting rejected. Even trying for smaller companies, no one will hire her.
Wow, that Amber?
No matter how many places we contact, they shut the door on us. They say they only want college graduates. Even with her study abroad experience, being a high school graduate isn't enough.
That's pretty tough.
I just want her to start with any job, even a part-time one. But she says that's beneath her and refuses. Now you're my only hope, Heather. So let's live together. And after you graduate, get a job at a big company and support us.
I refuse. I have no intention of supporting others.
But I'm your birth mother.
We're not mother and daughter anymore. Sadie is my mom now. My family is her and no one else. I don't care about you two.
Are you serious? How can you push us away?
You left me behind and moved abroad. You pushed me away first.
That's...
Anyway, I have to go. My lecture is starting soon, so I'm busy. Later!
Wait, Heather! Please, come back.
My birth mother sent me messages apologizing and begging me to let bygones be bygones and return to being a family. Of course, I ignored her. She also cried to our relatives for help, but no one helped her. Having exhausted my late dad's inheritance and insurance money, she finally had no choice but to take a part-time job. However, because of her personality, she couldn't fit in at any workplace. She kept quitting and looking for new jobs repeatedly. Amber, with her inflated pride, claims there's no point in working unless she can be a full-time employee at a big company. Now, they are barely scraping by together. As for me, I keep a close relationship with my mom, Sadie, while I enjoy my college life. I'm immensely grateful to her for rescuing me from a toxic parent.
Good morning. It sucks that we had to cancel the wedding in the middle of the ceremony yesterday. So, are you going to be in the hospital for a while?
Yeah, I guess I have to stay here for a while with this broken leg.
You broke your leg when you fell down the stairs, right? Did you fall out of nowhere? It's strange, but it's probably because you're not used to wearing high heels.
Well, I'm not sure. I feel like I was being pushed by someone.
But well, maybe it's a good thing.
What's good about this situation?
Well, actually, my mom.
Your mom?
You know, she always wanted to go to Bali with me. She asked me if I'm free around this time before.
What? Bali? With your mom? We are supposedly on our honeymoon trip starting today.
Yeah, I've been telling her that I can't go and she should go to Bali with Dad. But since you're in the hospital now, I decided to go to Bali with her starting today.
What? You're going there today?
Yeah, my stuff is already packed and I have my plane ticket with me.
Really? Don't tell me your mom prepared everything for you.
She did. She's very kind. If we went on my honeymoon as we planned, she'll have to cancel this trip to Bali. But I guess I'm lucky that I could go on the trip after all.
Wait, what? What about me? I'm in the hospital.
You'll be fine. You're in a hospital surrounded by nurses and doctors. Besides, it's not like we're still doing the wedding or something.
Are you serious? I was rushed to the hospital. I feel so anxious here. Please stay with me.
But I can't let my mom to go there alone. You're in the hospital with a broken leg and you can't move anyway. So, I'll enjoy the trip with Mom.
Are you really leaving me? I can't believe you.
What's wrong with it? Mom's so excited about it, and I'm going to enjoy my trip to Bali.
I can't believe you. Your priorities are definitely different from mine.
I'll get you some souvenirs, but make sure that you will listen to the doctor and focus on your treatment. Well then, bye.
Wait, Drake? Hello, Mari. I'm sorry about what happened. Anyways, I'm on my way to Bali with Drake now. Hey, it's hard to say it, but isn't this too inappropriate? Inappropriate? What do you mean? I know that you are not happy about our marriage, but just because of that, I can't believe you planned a trip with your son on the day of our honeymoon. What kind of coincidence is this? It's none of your business. Can you stop giving me weird accusations? You already knew about the wedding date when you planned this, right? Oh dear, it's time to board now. Bye. Hey.
Hey, Marie. We've arrived at Bali and we're having a great time. She planned this trip perfectly. The hotel we're staying in tonight is really great. The ocean is beautiful and the sunset is romantic. I bet you envy us. We had lunch at a fancy restaurant. I wonder what you're eating at the hospital. I want to send some pictures, but I think it will be too miserable for you to see them in the hospital. Ha ha ha. Well, we'll have fun on your behalf.
Hi, dear. How are you? Bali is really a wonderful place. I remember you said before that you've never traveled abroad. You know Drake also has never traveled abroad, so this will be his first time abroad. I feel sorry that it wasn't the honeymoon trip. I hope you don't mind about it. Oh, and also, the hotel is absolutely gorgeous. The ocean, the sunsets are so beautiful. I bet you want to see it too. So, today's lunch was at a fancy restaurant. I wonder what were you eating at the hospital? Oh, honey, I would love to send some pictures, but maybe I shouldn't. You might go crazy in the hospital after you saw the picture of us having so much fun. No hard feelings, okay?
Hello, Marie. We are back safely. We're resting at home after unpacking. Well, it was a lot of fun. Bali is the best. My first trip abroad with my mom was also a great memory. You should go there someday too. Oh, maybe we can plan the postponed honeymoon to Bali, shall we? Marie? No reply? Hello? What are you sulking about? You should at least answer me. You're the one who fell down the stairs and got hospitalized. You can't just act like that.
Welcome back.
Oh, you finally replied.
Well, I'm going to the police.
What? Police? Why?
I found out that your mother pushed me down the stairs.
What?
When I was standing near the stairs, she came right behind me and pushed me. So, I'll go to the police and file a report.
Wait, let me talk to my mom.
Dear, what are you talking about? It's not true that I pushed you down the stairs. You just slipped and fell. I didn't do anything, honey. Besides, you don't even have any proof. Do you want to accuse your mother-in-law for something that happened because of your carelessness? I have proof. What? There was a CCTV camera on the stairs. It's all on the footage. Huh? But you can't just go to the police like that. You are overreacting, honey.
Overreacting?
Me? And you want your husband's mother to be a criminal? Oh my goodness. What a terrible wife.
Marie, is it all true?
I'm telling you, I have proof.
But Mom wouldn't do that. Mom is a kind person. I think you're mistaken. There's a chance that someone could have faked the CCTV, right? Is it really a reliable proof? Even if she really pushed you, she's my mom. She must have had a compelling reason. That's why I trust Mom. I'm on her side no matter what.
Fine. I'm still going to the police.
Why?
And I'm divorcing you.
What the hell?
Marie, it wasn't a serious injury at all, so you should just let it go. Oh, Lord, you overreact all the time. How dare you disrespect me? I am your husband's mother, and now you want to divorce him? Don't be ridiculous. You are just a wife. I am his mother.
Marie, because you went to the police, I paid compensation on behalf of Mom, and I divorced you. In the end, it cost all of my savings, and the company found out about it. Everyone stares at me, and I couldn't take it anymore. I quit my job. That's why I want to start over with you. Maybe people will look at me in a better way if we get back together, you know. Besides, I know you still love me. Do you know how kind I am to forgive you for making my mom a criminal and offering you to get back together still? You're the one for me. I know you feel the same way about me too. Can you give me a reply, Marie? Marie, I'm at your parents' house. Why is the house empty? Why is the house on sale? Where did you go, Marie?
I moved out.
What? You moved out?
I don't want anything to do with you anymore.
Where did you go? Tell me.
I won't tell you. I'm done with you.
Marie, let me tell you my feelings for you. I love you so much. I know you love me too, right? Your smile lights up my heart like the sun. When I'm with you, I'm so happy that time stands still. You are my destiny. I think it's a miracle that we met. When I think of you, my heart aches, but I know that means I love you. You are my everything. I can't live without you. When we got back together, I want my mom to live with us. I think she'd be happy. I want you to spoil me like my mom. Now, let's start all over again. From this day forward, let's talk again about our deep and everlasting love. Spread the wings of love toward our bright future. You, me, and Mom, as beautiful and pure as that Balinese sea. We will be happy.
Huh?
Did you read what I just wrote?
Ew, you're pathetic.
What do you mean by that? My mom helped me to write this love letter. Marie, are you still there?
Goodbye forever, Drake.
What? Marie?
I was wondering why Drake was trying so hard to get back together with me. Then, I found out that his mom was divorced by his father. Since Drake has quit his job, it seems that they targeted me as their next source of income. However, the other day, he found a picture of me online with a colleague during the company trip. For some reason, he mistakenly thought I was traveling with my new boyfriend. He stormed into the hotel and went on a rampage. At the end, he was dragged out by the security staff. He also destroyed the hotel's equipment and expensive ornaments, and he was charged with millions of dollars for the damage he caused. Now, he has to take care of his mom and pay for the compensation at the same time. Sadly, he has no choice but to spend his days in poverty.
Sean, are you okay now? Oh, Haley, I'm fine. What's up? Just wanted to do a final check on the meeting time for the wedding tomorrow, just in case. We'll be at each other's parents' houses tonight. So we'll each drive up with our own parents, and we'll meet in front of the entrance of the wedding hall at 8:30 in the morning. Everything good? Yep, it sounds good. Well then, good luck to us tomorrow. Yep. You're Haley, right? I'm Rose. What the hell do you think you're doing, marrying my Sean? You thieving cat. I've been in love with my childhood friend Sean for a long time. Sean has been my fiancé from the moment of my birth. He's my fate. He's my soulmate whom I have loved and adored since my previous life. So why is it that he's marrying some random woman like you? Sean's mine. Today's wedding is for me and Sean, and I will stop it. We're in the middle of the reception right now, and it's going to be buffet style by the pool. That's what I wanted to do for my wedding with Sean. Ah, this is the proof that Sean definitely wanted me to be his bride. Sean, I would definitely rescue you. Wait for me, my soulmate. Haley, can you text? Oh, Sean. How have you been since then? Are you okay? I broke my ankle. Broke your ankle? When I was pushed toward the pool by the suspicious-looking person, I think I twisted my ankle in a weird way. Seriously? But other than that, there was nothing to worry about. I'm fine. I've been treated at the hospital. Oh, well, if it's not life-threatening, it's a blessing in disguise. So, I've left you in charge of the whole ceremony. How was everything? Oh, yeah. As you can imagine, we couldn't let the reception go on under the circumstances. We had to cancel it, so everyone left. I thought so. The problem is that the suspicious person has not been caught yet. Oh, really? The size of the person suggests that it was probably a woman, but no one saw her face clearly. Well, she was certainly wearing a mask, sunglasses, and a hood. I couldn't make out her face either, but, what is it? I had just looked at my phone earlier. About the time just before I was pushed into the pool, I got a text from someone who called herself Rose. What? Rose? From the content, it seems like she's a childhood friend of yours. Yeah, I remember a younger girl who lived next door before I moved away because of my parents' job. Her name was Rose. Although the one I recognize as my childhood friend is Rose's older brother. When I played with her brother, Rose was sometimes following us around. Ah, see. So that's the relationship between you guys. But I don't think she knows you. I don't think so either. So I honestly don't know how she got my contact number. That's scary. Anyway, I want you to look at the text that was sent to me. No offense to your childhood friend, but she's kind of pretty creepy. To be honest, I'm wondering if she was the one who... I see. I understand. Anyway, it is certain that you were targeted. I think you should stay at the hospital for a while as a security measure. That's right. I'm hospitalized anyway. That's probably the safest thing to do for now. It looks like my dad and the others can handle the cancellation of our ceremony, so I'm coming over now. Show me the text from Rose when I get there. Yeah, okay. Also, I need to check with my company about Rose. Oh, your company? Earlier, I asked my secretary and the HR manager to go to the company and check the relevant documents. I'll explain it to you once I have a clear idea of what I'm talking about. Okay. Well, Haley, that sucks, huh? Just like I planned, you and Sean's wedding has been cancelled. I accidentally ran away when I got chased, but I'm sure this has saved Sean's life. Without you in the way, I can have my wedding with Sean. You should be grateful that I only dropped you in the pool. I know, it's too bad to cancel the wedding today. After all, it's the poolside buffet style that I've always wanted. I should talk to Sean to see if we can redo it as is. I'm sure Sean prepared it with me in mind. Oh, I don't need your wedding dress because I prepared it myself. A dress once worn by a thieving cat is too much of a bad omen. Oh my goodness, I've been so lucky lately. I'm finally graduating from college this year, and I finally got a job offer after a long struggle. I'm going to use this momentum to become Sean's wife and have his baby someday. Sean, Rose is in trouble, I knew it. Huh? I got another text. I read it but didn't reply. It seems she's definitely the suspicious person who pushed me into the pool. I see. I'll be there in about 10 minutes. If Rose does anything more to you, just ignore it. Okay. Sean, it's your fiancée, Rose. Oh, your contact number. Your grandma gave it to me. And also the number of the thieving cat named Haley. Wow, it's been so long. Finally, you and I can get married. It's been so long since you moved away 7 years ago. But if you had to marry a woman like that against your will, I wish you had talked to me about it. If I had known, I would have sabotaged your marriage earlier. No way, I found out on the day of the wedding, and I panicked and took several trains to get to the ceremony, you know. Was it really you who pushed Haley into the pool? Oh, Sean, you knew it was me after all? No, after all that exposure, I would have noticed, wouldn't I? Of course you would. Anyways, where are you now? It turned out to be a bigger deal than I thought it would be. People around here seem to think I'm suspicious. I'm hiding, but maybe you can come and pick me up and clear up the misunderstanding. Misunderstanding? I just came to save you from being forced into a loveless marriage. You can explain that to everyone, and that you actually wanted to marry me. I think if you just declare it, everyone will be convinced. You know, I haven't seen you for about 7 years now. So how did you come to the conclusion that you wanted to marry me? Because I received hidden messages from you. What messages? First of all, the wedding date. It's my birthday this month. I found out that you had actually dreamed of a wedding in my birthday month and had chosen this date. And I was once again convinced that the reception was buffet style by the pool. I had been longing for this style since I was at a relative's wedding 2 years ago, and I realized that you had made it possible for me. That's quite a roundabout way of sending messages, isn't it? You must have believed that I would notice. So, where are you now? Oh, you're coming to get me. You know, the Yotube Hotel, about a 10-minute walk from the wedding hall. They happened to have a suite that was cancelled, so I got a room there. After our wedding, we'll stay here tonight. Then stay at the park near there. What? Park? There's a park on the next block. Oh, yeah, I can see it from the window, the one with the wooden playground equipment. Wait there and you'll get a surprise. A surprise? I'm so happy. I'll be waiting for you. Hey, Haley, you did this? Where's Sean? He was supposed to pick me up and we were going to have the wedding right then and there. So why are the police here? Such a misunderstood woman contacted me instead of Sean. Misunderstood woman? I don't want to be called like that by a thieving cat. I heard you ran away to the public restroom in the park. I'm supposed to wait here until Sean comes. Hey, Rose, you're in your last year of college now, aren't you? Huh? You must have struggled with job hunting and just after you finally got a job offer. Huh. Why would you say that? I see. Perhaps you want to be a full-time housewife? But Sean's grandma told me that Sean likes an independent woman. So that's why I switched my plan from being a housewife to getting a job. I'm going to become an office worker and become even closer to the kind of woman Sean likes. Yes, that's right. Then it's even more of a shame. What? What are you trying to say? Well, I'm resigning your job offer. Huh? I guess we need to rethink of our hiring process from next time. It's a big problem to hire people like you. That's terrible. Why do I have to hear that from you? Rose. Oh, Sean. Hey, what's going on here? The police are trying to catch me. I don't understand. Help. I'm the one who told the police where you are. Huh? I told you I had a surprise for you. Huh? The police is the surprise? You ruined my wedding day. I won't be satisfied until you get punished. This is just the beginning. What do you mean? Ruined your wedding? We're going to have our wedding now, right? Of course we're not. Huh? I have a lot to say, but I'll say this first. My wife is Haley. Huh? What are you talking about? It's not true, is it? I've realized the hidden messages from you. It's okay to be honest with yourself now, okay? You're talking about your birthday month and buffet style by the pool? Yes. Our wedding in your birthday month is nothing more than a coincidence. Huh? I just wanted a timing that would allow me and Haley's work schedules to settle down. About the poolside buffet style, that's why Haley wanted. I didn't grant your wish. Huh? That's a lie. Besides, you don't even realize what a big trouble you've put yourself into. What are you talking about? Earlier, Haley told you that she's going to resign your job offer, right? Oh, I didn't know what that meant. What is it? It's true that I just recently received a job offer from Company D, but what does that have to do with that woman? You don't even know the name of the president of the company that offered you the job. Huh? The president? Haley said your name rang a bell. She had her HR department check the list of job offers and found out. What? Look, Rose, who was struggling with her job search, pushed the president of the only company that hired you into the pool. You pushed her into the pool, broke her ankle, and made a mess and ruined her wedding. Huh? That thieving cat is the president of the company D? You still say that? Because you and I were supposed to meet again after 7 years. Even though we haven't been able to see each other all that time, we've been nurturing our love in our long-distance relationship. I had no intention of doing that. Why do you say that? Have you forgotten about the day you moved away 7 years ago? What are you talking about? The letter. I left it in your mailbox. I wrote that when we grow up, we'll get married. What? I also wrote that if you weren't interested, you should let me know as soon as possible in any way you can. But you didn't respond. So for the past 7 years. Wait a minute. I don't know about the letter. Of course you do. That was on the second Sunday morning in September. I'll never forget. I put the letter in the mailbox during a storm just before a typhoon hit, with my best wishes. Oh, I didn't get that letter. What? Well, there was a weather forecast of a typhoon hitting at that time, so I moved up my schedule and left on Saturday, the day before. Huh? Saturday? I'm sure my mom went to say bye to your family. I remember that rest of your family came to see us off at the time of departure, except you. What? I heard that at that time you were so engrossed in an idol show on TV that you refused to see us off, saying, I can't leave now from in front of the TV, so don't bother. So you refuse to see us off? That's a lie. I don't remember that. I don't know if that's true. Anyway, it's been almost half a year since Haley and I had our marriage registered. Oh no! I mean it. That's enough. Why don't you come out of the public restroom? Even though you've been doing this text, how long have you been caged up already? Because. Don't bother the police anymore. Because. Haley, how are you doing? Oh, Sean, yeah, I'm peaceful in the hospital. The company seems to be doing well with the executive director and the managing director working closely with my secretary. And Rose is arrested too. Yep, I heard she's going to be expelled from college. I see. I guess there's nothing you can do. So, my grandma apologized to me yesterday. What? What's wrong? I had never heard of this before, but my grandma and Rose's grandma had been in touch after we moved away 7 years ago. My grandma exchanged contact information with Rose through that relationship. So Rose got her contact number from my grandma. Grandma cried and apologized, saying she had no idea this was going to happen. I see. So that's what happened. Grandma says she wants to apologize to you. If it's not too much trouble, will you talk to her sometime soon? Yes, but don't worry about it too much. I'll let her know that she doesn't have to worry about it. Oh, thanks. I'll stop by the hospital on my way home from my work today. And we can talk about redoing our wedding. Yeah, sure. Is there anything you want? Okay, a crossword book? Sure, I'll buy that new one you mentioned the other day. Yes, I'm so excited. Okay, I'm going back to work. Okay, good luck with your work. So about Rose barricading herself in a public restroom in the park. I heard she tried to escape, but the police chased her, and she was caught in a big fight, with the park being blocked off. In fact, she pushed and injured a staff member of the ceremony when she was escaping from the ceremony site. She was also charged with obstructing officers from performing their duty. As a result of her many crimes, it was inevitable that she would end up with a criminal record. By the way, her parents are divorced and have separate families. Her brother is living abroad permanently, and her grandparents are in a nursing home. With no one to turn to, Rose was sued from various people for medical expenses and compensation for damages. Rose was saddled with a large amount of debt. We do not know the source of the debt, but it seems certain that she will not be able to lead a decent life for the rest of her life. Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.
Hey, Miss Anderson, you're following my boyfriend. What? Who texted me all of a sudden? Could it be you're Amy Smith, who worked for me at the previous company? Yes, that's right. That's not important. Just stop following my boyfriend. Your boyfriend? Who are you talking about? Don't play dumb with me. You've been stalking my boyfriend the whole time. Stalking? Me? You're over 50 years old, aren't you? You're too old to be stalking a young guy in his 20s. I'm not stalking anyone. Bullshit! I've witnessed it many times. I've seen you bothering my man by following him around. I don't know who are you talking about. I work with a lot of different people in my line of work now, so I don't know who you are talking about. He's good-looking, in a suit, tall. There are plenty of people in the world with those traits, and that's not enough to know. At the very least, you need to tell his name. I don't want to leave my boyfriend's name on the filthy stalker's phone. Then, I have no idea who you are talking about. Anyway, that guy is my boyfriend. don't hang around him. What are you really talking about? I have a husband and a son to begin with. Huh? You're married and have a son and you're stalking my boyfriend? My boyfriend and your son are probably the same age, right? Ew, that's disgusting. There's no way an old hag like you could be dating him, you pervert. I told you I'm not doing that. Shut up! From this moment on, you will never go near my boyfriend. I'm home, Sean. Welcome back, Mom. It must have been tough to go on a 6-month business trip overseas. Thank you. I was actually supposed to come home yesterday, but I didn't expect the flight to be cancelled due to the bad weather. Well, I'm relieved that you made it home for my wedding tomorrow. Sorry to make you worry, but after all, I haven't even met and greeted your fiancée yet. It's okay. You'll see her at the wedding tomorrow. I've told her all about your situation, so don't worry. Thank you. Well, I'm going to take a bath early tonight and go to bed. Yeah, good night. Good night. Hey! Why are you at my wedding? Why does an old lady who was stalking my darling have to do with the wedding? Could it be the person you assumed I was stalking? That's right. He's my darling, the handsome groom of today. I'm glad I found out what you were up to before you ruined our wedding. It was close. Miss Smith, that's my line. As soon as you saw my face, you grabbed me by the collar and threw me out of the ceremony hall. When I tried to go inside again, the wedding staff stopped me. Did you tell them anything? Of course I did. I strongly urged them not to let that old woman in because she was a stalker of the gloom. I came here to attend my own son's wedding. Huh? Liar! There's only one wedding to be held here today, and it's mine. Yes, then this makes it extra clear. What? I'm definitely the mother of your groom, Sean. Huh? I knew that my son's girlfriend's name is Amy Smith, but that is a very common name. Actually, I know someone else with the same name besides you. Besides, I was so busy with my new job that I had forgotten about my former subordinate, Amy Smith. That was careless of me. I'm sorry about that. What? I don't understand. My groom is your son? I mean, it's true that the age difference between us is about parent and child, but still, if you were his mother, you would have the same last name. Sean's last name is not Anderson. That Anderson is my maiden name. Huh? The company where I was your boss, I joined when I was single and got married a few years later and took my husband's last name. But my maiden name, Anderson, was so well known within the company and among clients that I continued to use it at work. This is not so unusual for a married female employee, is it? What are you talking about? Do you want to keep Sean to yourself with such lies? I don't want you here, you stupid old pervert, so get lost right away. You really don't want to admit that I'm Sean's mother, do you? Of course I don't. Sean's mother owns a company that deals in foreign goods. She's not some stupid old pervert and stalker like you. She's a world-class businesswoman, a super career woman. She's been on a buying trip to various countries for the past 6 months or so. I'm really looking forward to meeting her for the first time today. Oh, you are? Chop chop! Stalker hag, get the hell out of here! Then, Tell Sean that his mother has left. Huh? Wish I could have met you today after I was introduced to you as his mother. You're still saying that, aren't you? Mom, are you about to enter the ceremony? Amy wants to see you. I saw her just now. Huh? If you tell her I'm Anderson, her former boss, who she kicked out of the venue about 20 minutes ago for stalking Sean, she'll recognize me. What? Stalker? I'm going to the hospital for now. What? What's wrong? When Amy kicked me out of the wedding hall, I think I hurt my knee. It's been hurting. What? And where's Dad? I thought he came with you. He left something in a car in the parking lot, so he wasn't there with me. He will drive me to the hospital. You have to make sure that Amy knows that I am the real Sean's mother. Okay. No way! I can't believe you're really his mother! Why didn't you say so? I told you. You could have told me more forcefully. You kicked me out of the ceremony without listening to me. I thought I explained everything to you in detail in the message afterwards. It was you who blamed me in a one-sided way and didn't believe me no matter what I said. Because I thought it was a lie. An old lady who quit her job because she was jealous of my youth and cuteness became a career woman who travels around the world. Who would have thought of that? My reason for leaving that company was to start my own. Huh? It had nothing to do with you at all, Miss Smith. Huh? Well, talking about the past is not going to change the present. Then, please come back. I know you're Sean's mother. I believe you. I hurt my knee because of you, and now I'm in the hospital. What? If you'll excuse me. Hey, Sean! Please reconsider. I really didn't mean any harm. I just misunderstood things a little. Let me ask you one thing. You saw me and my mother walking together, and you thought she was my stalker. I showed you a picture of my mother once before. Didn't you recognize at that time that your alleged stalker and my mother were the same person? Well, I didn't really look at the picture. I didn't remember. I see. So, I didn't think it was the same person. That being said, why didn't you just ask me what really happened instead of blaming my mother? If you had done that, you could have cleared up the misunderstanding right away. Or at least, we might not have had to call off the marriage. Even if you say that! You're right. I'm not gonna change my mind now. Oh no! Sean! This is goodbye. From now on, please go through a lawyer. Don't ever contact me again. Please! I don't want to break up with Sean! Talk to Sean! Miss Anderson! Why should I do what you ask? But you don't want your own son's marriage to be ruined by trifles like this! Trifles? Sure, as his mother, you have to convince him. There's no point in convincing him since I'm fine with the breakup too. Oh no, Miss Anderson! Please! Sean told you to go through a lawyer from now on, didn't he? I'm the same way. But if you'll excuse me. First, my knee injury was minor and it has healed completely. Then, Amy found out about it and asked my son to get married, saying, If it's completely healed, there's no reason to be angry anymore. Let's get married! With a big smile. I asked her for a reasonable amount of money to cover the cost of treatment, alimony, and the wedding. But when she saw the amount, she went like, "How can I pay such a large amount of money?" and pressed him to get back together. Of course, my son would not comply, and the amount charged would not go away. She was persistent after that, so he sued her for stalking and obtaining a restraining order. Amy is now thrown into a supervised workplace through a relative, and she now works half-crying to pay off her debt.
Happy birthday, Mom. At last, you've reached your 65th. Enjoy your golden year from now on. Thank you, Harper. I still have to work a little more, though. I'm retiring at the end of this month. Time flew by. Seems long, but feels short, you know. You and Dad both worked hard. Thank you so much for that. Now you guys can take it a bit easier. Maybe pursue a hobby? Maybe find a new part-time job? Actually, I haven't told you or anyone else yet, but we're thinking of going on a trip. Wow, that sounds great. Where are you planning to go? Camping? Or do you want to go abroad? No. You know what? We're going on a round-the-country road trip. Around the country? Seriously? That's amazing. It's been a lifelong dream, you know. We planned to do this once the kids were grown up and we were done with work. We always thought it was something way off in the future, but suddenly it's now. Thinking about it, I'm getting all excited. I had no idea you guys had that plan. I mean, no one really knew. We decided on it long before you were even born. We've been diligently saving up and planning, even mapping out the route on the map, deciding where to go and all. We've already arranged to lease a camper van. I had no clue you guys had such a grand dream, but now that I think about it, it's so you guys. You've got that spirit of adventure. After retirement, you won't be satisfied with an ordinary senior life, huh? Always keeping the heart of a child. Isn't that what makes a wonderful adult? Fulfilling childhood dreams with adult power. Having the money and time, it's something we could only do after retirement. You guys are going all out. You're amazing, Mom. Thanks, dear. So, we're planning to leave home for about a year. Don't worry, we're still in good health. We'll send photos and knickknacks from time to time and let you know that we're okay. You're going for a whole year? That's a long time. What are you going to do with your house during that time? Are you going to sell it? I have a lot of memories there, so that would be a little sad. We don't like the idea of giving it away either. So, my younger brother will take care of it while we're gone. Uncle Pete? Right. He's getting a new job near our place. I told him he doesn't need to pay rent in lieu of the management fee. He was all in without hesitation. He's single and unburdened, so having the rent covered is a big help. You guys have it all planned out perfectly. Well, if he's taking care of it, you can have peace of mind. He's a clean freak, so I'm sure he won't make a mess. Plus, he gets along well with Dad, so I'm sure he won't mind either. If he said no, we were planning on hiring a housekeeper, so we saved money by having him. It's a win-win situation for us. We're happy about it. And he's saving on rent. We have a little more money for our trip. Way to go! Enjoy your trip to the fullest. When are you setting off? The middle of next month. We've already started packing all the necessary stuff. Mentally, we're already raring to go, but we have to be patient for a bit longer until work's done for both of us. I'm glad to hear you're so excited. I'm surprised at the suddenness of it, but I hope you have a safe and fun trip. Tell me all about it when you get back. Of course. I'm going to enjoy it to the fullest. Well, I have to prepare the handover documents. I'll call you when we're about to leave. Look forward to getting knickknacks in the mail from us. Harper, what the heck is going on here? You've got to be kidding me. Explain it to me now.
Chloe, what's the matter all of a sudden? I mean, I told you not to contact me directly, didn't I? If you need me, go through Wayne.
I came to see your parents today. There's no one here, and there are no belongings inside. What does this mean? It's weird to suddenly disappear. Did they rack up massive debt and run away in the night? I don't need any multiple debtors as relatives, you know.
I don't know why you showed up at their house, but they're on a trip right now. They won't be back for a while.
On a trip? Leaving the house this empty? It looks like they've moved out completely. Is it really just a trip? Where on earth did they go?
Why should I tell you? What business do you have with them?
They're my son's in-laws. Nothing wrong to come and visit them, right? Anyway, where are they?
I don't know exactly where they're right now. They went on a road trip around the country.
A road trip? No way! Where did they get that kind of money?
They've been saving up since they were young. They saved up enough. The kids moved out, and their dream was to go on a round-the-country trip. They rented a camper van and set off about a month ago.
No way! Unbelievable! They tricked me! What scam artist? I can't believe my relatives were scammers! Oh my god!
Hold on. What are you talking about? Suddenly calling them scam artists?
They never told me that they had that kind of money. Then they could have at least lent me a little bit.
Excuse me? You wanted them to lend you some money? Why would they? And why are you talking about scam artists?
I kept asking them over and over again. I gave up because they refused every time, saying they had none. I can't believe they actually had it to go on such a trip. This has got to be a scam, right? They lied to me and cheated me.
Oh my god. You were asking them for money? Wow, that's just unbelievable. And on top of that, ranting about scam artists and making no sense. Aren't you embarrassed?
How dare you talk to me like that? I'm your husband's mother, which means I'm a higher rank than your parents. I allowed them to lend me money, but instead, they deceived me. And not only refused, but used it to go on a trip. This is a scam. I'm going to sue them.
What are you going to sue them for? To begin with, is there even an obligation to you? I mean, seriously?
Of course there is. It's common courtesy for the bride's family to contribute money to the groom's family. It was a chance for them to earn my favor, considering I'm of a higher rank than them. And you, why are you talking back? This is the part where you should be apologizing for their rudeness. Honestly, both you and your parents have no common sense.
Nah, come on. Offering money? Which country do you think we're in? India? Asking for money and then threatening to sue because you got turned down. Isn't that where the lack of common sense lies? You're not joking, are you?
I'm dead serious. I'm really going to sue them. Don't underestimate me.
I can't believe I have to ask this, but you haven't forgotten what you did to me, have you?
What I did to you? What are you talking about?
Isn't it a little early for you to have dementia? You constantly bullied me, remember? Don't tell me you've forgotten.
I've never done such a thing. Don't you dare accuse me of something I didn't do.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Back when we were newlyweds, you went ahead and made a spare key to our new place without permission. You rummaged through my bags and drawers and stole my wallet and credit cards.
You also took my clothes and accessories and sold them. And then you gambled away all the stolen money, didn't you? And let's not forget, when I was pregnant, you lied and said John was critically ill just to trick me into meeting you. And you tried to make me drink tea with tobacco in it. You even held me down and forced me to put it in my mouth, didn't you? Do you think my parents would lend money to someone who did that to their daughter? I don't think so. Most people would be considering compensation instead, you know. Compensation? Despicable. Just so you know, that doesn't count as bullying. As a mother-in-law, I was disciplining my daughter-in-law. That kind of thing is normal in every family. As for your wallet, it's not proper for you to have too much money, so I just held on to it for safekeeping. Also, since you got married, you don't need fancy clothes and accessories, right? So, I helped to declutter. Lastly, about the pregnancy, I thought you weren't ready for a baby, so I tried to play the villain to make you give up. I was just being kind and trying to help you out. And now, you're accusing me of mistreatment? You're so ungrateful.
Seriously, you're out of your mind. It's no wonder your own son escaped from you. He won't even let you know where we live, and your means of communication are limited. You're in a half-estranged state.
Shut up. Anyway, I'll be staying right here until your stupid parents come back. I'm not leaving until they lend me money. Now, hurry up and contact them. Tell them to hand it over.
Wait, are you inside the house? Oh, now that I think about it, you mentioned earlier that there were no belongings there. How did you get in? I highly doubt my mom would ever forget to lock up.
I took the trouble to come all the way here, but they weren't answering the door. So, I just broke a window and let myself in.
Wow, property damage and break-in. Not to mention your previous record of stealing my wallet. You're a burglar. I'm calling the police.
Calling your mother-in-law a burglar? How dare you? A swindler's child is a swindler, huh? I'm not moving on from here unless you divorce my son. I will also take the money. And I'm going to gather all the disgraceful things you've done to me. All the scams, too. I'm going to sue you for the lot. You deceived me and dared to call me a burglar, so you'll have to pay for your crime.
How selfish can you be? I'm seriously calling the police.
Fine, do what you want. If anyone's getting hauled away, it's you, swindlers. I'm from high class, and just because I'm staying in a low-class family house for a little while, that doesn't make it a crime. After all, your house is practically mine too. Besides, isn't this place going to be empty for a while? Why didn't you say earlier that the stupid people went on vacation? Then don't mind if I do what I want until they come back.
I do mind. My uncle is going to move in soon, so the house isn't empty. Also, you keep calling yourself a parent, but you're not my parent. You're a stranger. So don't just barge into my parents' home like that. If you agree to pay for the window repair right now, I might let it slide. I won't even call the police if you pay for it and get out.
Like I'd ever agree to that. Why should I pay you people? You should just listen to what I say. Hurry up and bring back your clueless parents and pay me. You inferior people, stop making a fuss. Get on with it already.
It sounds like talking to you is pointless. Well then, John will be over there soon.
No, my husband? Why did you tell him? How sneaky of you.
It's not sneaky at all. I just want to have the intruder removed from the house. Oh my, he says it's divorce this time for sure.
Divorce? Are you kidding me? Why suddenly? You made up lies about me and told him, didn't you? Cheater, liar.
All I told him was the truth. After the discovery of the bullying, he didn't divorce you. Because he wanted to keep an eye on you and make sure you stayed away from us. But after this property damage and break-in,
He apparently decided he couldn't handle it anymore. No way! You're saying I'll be divorced? That's ridiculous. You're lying. Where do you get such confidence? Who would want their spouse to turn into a criminal? Let's get real, Chloe. By the way, I've already called the police. Hold on. You said you wouldn't call them earlier. I said I wouldn't if you left immediately. Since you're still there, I made the call. Just behave yourself and don't cause any more damage, or your charges will get worse. You, remember this. Don't think you can get away with this without consequences. It's actually you who won't get away with it, you know. You brought this on yourself. Deal with the rest. I have nothing more to say to a criminal. Goodbye. Vivian holed up in the house for a while. After about 30 minutes, she was dragged out and taken away for damaging property and break-in. John demanded a divorce and kicked her out of the house. Currently, she's staying at her older sister's place, getting a reality check, as they put it. By the way, I told my parents about the whole situation. They had actually anticipated her dramatic arrival, which was one of the reasons why they had asked Uncle Pete to stay at their house. They laughed, saying, "Who would have thought we'd resolve things before Pete even showed up?"
Tony? What time will you be home today? Huh? Mila, don't try to keep track of my every move. Honestly, you and I as a couple is only superficial. Even our honeymoon starting this weekend is just a formality, since I'm a son of the head of our corporation. I'm only going with you for the sake of appearances. You're just a useless wife who was given to me in a political marriage. Don't you dare to restrict my lifestyle. I am a free man. I don't understand what you mean by that. Actually, I was told that your dad will be here. What? My dad? You told me your carry-on bag is broken, so you were supposed to borrow your dad's on very short notice for a honeymoon, weren't you? Oh, that. He's bringing about 3 different kinds, so he wants you to choose which one you'd like to use. How long did he say it'll take for him to arrive? I think about half an hour. That's just in time, man. I'll be home soon. Okay. Come home safe. Mila, about the flight to LA, you take the one after the one I'm taking. What? We'll meet at a hotel on our honeymoon when we check in. Until then, we are both free. And I've reserved another room for you. You can stay there. Excuse me? Tony? That doesn't sound like a honeymoon. Listen, you know our marriage is just a formality, right? Then of course the honeymoon will be just a formality. Don't you even understand that? But we still got married. I was hoping that our honeymoon would be an opportunity for us where we could deepen our relationship with each other. That's your own idea. Don't impose your values on me. So, are we not spending the time together in LA? That's what I mean. Tony, I'm just letting you know that I've checked in already. Oh? I don't think you're coming, but I'll be staying on the 12th floor, room 1203. Huh? You're staying on the floor above my floor? Oh, really? Is that so? I'm on the 9th floor, room 910. Oh, well, I didn't see you at our meeting time. I knew you had checked in before I arrived. Switch your room with mine. I don't think that's possible. Why not? This is a room with a single bed. What? There's no double bed, so it's too small for 2 people. What are you talking about? I'm alone. Today, Lily, a new employee at your company. What? Tomorrow, Maya, who lives nearby, is planning to stay over, right? Huh? What? I know that even after you married me, you've been seeing other women. You must be very fond of them since you even sneaked them along on your honeymoon. How did you find out? Oh dear, did you want to hide it? It seems that you've been messing with 2 of the housekeepers we hired as well. You also messed with your friend's little sister. You found out about that too? Well, you never seemed to try to hide all of this, so it was pretty obvious. Did I seem that dull to you? Well, if you found out, that's that. You're not in a position to divorce with me anyway. Huh? You know that, right? Your dad's company is a subcontractor of my dad's company. The whole point of you marrying me is for your dad's company to maintain good relationships with my dad's company. If you and I were to get divorced, not only would that relationship be broken, but your dad's business itself would cease. In other words, if you want your dad's company to survive, you can't divorce with me. Huh. So, that's your view on the mysterious statement you've been making. Now that you get it, don't cross me. I'll play with women while we're on our honeymoon. If you don't like it, go home alone. Well, that's if you have the courage to leave. I understand. I'll spend my time as I see fit. You enjoy your time. Yeah, that's the plan. Morning, Mom. Is this a good time? Hi, Mila. Good morning. How's the honeymoon going? Are things going well with Tony? No, not at all. What? I thought you and Dad will get sad if I suddenly say something like this, but I found out that Tony has a serious misunderstanding about our marriage. I wanted to talk about that. A serious misunderstanding? I don't know if Tony's dad thinks the same way as his son, though. Remember how Tony's dad was saying that he's letting Tony take over his business in the next year or so? If that happens, I can see that our company's technology is going to be stolen by them. It's only a matter of time before the relationship between the companies takes a turn for the worse. Well, what on earth is going on? That's what I want to explain to my dad and his dad. They're probably still sleeping at this hour on their day off. But you can wake Dad up, right? Oh, so that's why you're texting me and not him. Yep, that's right. I heard that Tony's dad is staying at your place since last night. If my dad wakes up, he'll wake up as well, right? Yeah, I'm sure he will. Then I'd like to talk to them online in an hour. Can you help me? Yeah, sure. No problem. I'll have both of them on the computer on time, so you can get ready at ease. Thanks. You are a lifesaver. Hey, Mila. Rejoice. I'll spend time with you today. You have 10 minutes to get ready and come to my room. Hey, Mila. Time is up. Get your ass up here. I've kindly canceled my plans with other women and chose to be with you. How dare you ignore me? Hello? Good morning, Tony. I thought a notification on my phone was noisy. So it's you. Huh? You think you can talk to your husband like that? Since I'm kind enough to deal with you today, can't you show up on time? And you talk to me like that? Oh well, weren't you planning to have all the fun you want with Maya today? I changed my mind. Alright then, get your ass up here to my room. I've decided to spend the last few days of our honeymoon with you. No thanks. What the hell? I said I'd put you before Maya. Maya probably simply left because her husband found out. What? Also, I've already arrived home too. Huh? I took the flight home last night. I'm in the process of packing my bags to move out to my parents' house. Huh? What the hell do you think you're doing? You left your husband on your honeymoon and went home by yourself. Do you want me to divorce with you? Yes, I do. Getting a divorce is fine. What? I told both of our parents that I wanted a divorce and the reason why. They immediately agreed with me. Huh? Why? Tony, you seem to be making a very big mistake. It is true that my dad's company is a subcontractor of your dad's company. However, my dad's company has obtained patents for several products. Patents? Your dad's company is subcontracting the patent-related work to my dad's company. In other words, my dad's company is the only company that can take on your dad's work. Well, then, do you mean? That's right. If you stop doing business with my dad's company, it's your dad's company that will be in trouble. Seriously? For sure? Why would I lie about something like this? I spoke to your dad about it yesterday. He said he couldn't let such an unfaithful son take over his company. So he said he's taking back the idea of positioning you as the next president of the company. What? Please ask him directly about the details when you seek him at work. Okay. Then I'll cut off all the other women as of today. Huh? I'll take good care of you as my wife. Let bygones be bygones. No needs to get a divorce then, right? Tony, I think you have another misunderstanding. What? There's more? Our marriage has nothing to do with each other's dad's company. It's just an arranged marriage. What? So, if I find out that you are cheating on me, we'll just get divorced right away. Our divorce doesn't mean that my dad will stop doing business with your dad. Then why am I not the next president of the company? I think it's because you've been judged to be unfit to be the president based on your recent series of actions. What? No way! Anyways, I'm consulting a lawyer and getting ready, so when I'm all set up, I'll contact you. Just you wait and see. Oh man! People say I'm low-key and quiet, and so I'm often considered as a timid person. Not only had Tony misunderstood the relationship between our dads, I guess Tony underestimated me as a woman who could not fight back in any way. That's why he was repeatedly cheating on me with multiple women. Anyways, since we had a broken marriage from the very start, the amount of compensation I could claim for my emotional pain was small. But the husbands of the women with whom Tony had affairs were more upset than I was. Surprise, surprise! All the women Tony was messing around with were married. So Tony, my ex-husband now, was sued by each of the women's husbands for moral damage. As a result, my ex-husband was disowned by his parents and got fired from his job as well. He is now working as a day laborer and doing part-time jobs to make ends meet, while continuing to pay what he was claimed. Ashley! Hello! Hello, sis. It's been a long time. What's up? Nothing much. I just wanted to see how you're doing. I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. How are your parents doing? They're doing good too. Actually, they are on vacation now. Wow, that's so nice. I heard that they love traveling. Do they travel regularly? Yeah, once every 2 months. That's good. How's your family doing? We're doing good too. Kenny loves to go out and play. He's at a playful age, you know. I see. I'm glad to hear that. I miss you both. We miss you too. Oh, I was thinking about visiting you next month. I'll bring Kenny with me. Sure, I'll let my parents know too. Thanks. See you soon. Hello, Ashley. Are you free tomorrow? I'm thinking about visiting you tomorrow. Hello, sis. Sure, I can't wait to see you too. Actually, I have a favor to ask you too. Oh, yeah? What is it? I was thinking about getting there by car, but I'm having trouble with my car today. Oh, no. So, can you pick us up at the station? I'll probably be there around 9 a.m. Sure, I'll pick you up then. Thank you. I'm sorry for asking you so last minute. No, it's fine. I'm happy to do it. Don't worry so much, okay? You're right. You don't work, so I'm sure you're free. You should at least pick me up, not just laze around at home. What? Excuse me? I heard that you're at home all the time, right? Yes, but it doesn't mean I'm not working. It's just my day off tomorrow, so I can pick you up. Oh, really? You're talking like you have a full-time job. You just work a part-time job, right? No. I don't work part-time. I told you about it before. You can ask my brother about it. Steven? Yes, he knows about my work. I can't trust him about this. I know he loves you so much, so he won't tell me the truth. He will defend you because it's embarrassing to have a part-time job at your age. No, that's not true. I don't have any siblings, so I don't know the normal relationship with brothers. But I feel like he's too sweet to you. I don't think so. Whatever. Well, please pick me up tomorrow. Okay, I'll do that. Well, good night. Ashley, thank you for taking me home today. No, it's okay. You had a lot of stuff to carry because of my mom. It must have been hard to take home with a kid. I just did what I had to do. That's fine. Besides, I didn't get to see you and Kenny that much. I'm sorry, that's the least I could do. I wasn't able to play with Kenny that much too. That's okay. Kenny had a good time with his grandma and grandpa. I was able to have good times too. I'm glad to hear that. But it's a really big house, isn't it? Kenny had a lot of fun. Yeah, I heard Kenny running around the house. I was so happy to see how happy a kid he is. Oh, I didn't know you were home. You don't show your face often. I thought you were away working part-time. I'm sorry I've been stuck at work. I've been in my room all day. I heard you've been on the computer all day. Your mother was worried. She said you just keep yourself in the room and don't go out to work. Did Mom say that? Yeah, she did. I already told her about my job. I guess the old people still don't get my job. She even said you should leave the house. What? Leave? Me? Hello? Who else is there but you? Your mother hates it when you stay at home like that. I understand that feeling. It's depressing. I'm not just staying home and doing nothing. I work from home. But that's what your mother said, not what I said. Okay. You know, we went to visit you for a purpose. Purpose? Your mother said she wanted you to leave. We agreed on something and it went smoothly. What are you talking about? Well, you weren't there. We're moving there. Near my parents' house? No, we are moving into your parents' house. What? Mom didn't tell me that. Moving in here sounds very sudden. I know it sounds sudden to you, but we were thinking about it for a while. She doesn't want you to be in the house all the time, so she's been thinking about it. She said it was hard for her to tell you, so I decided I'd tell you. But even if you move into my parents' house, there's no room. That's why I want you to leave the house. We'll take your room. You have 2 rooms, right? Yeah, but how could you use 2 rooms when you are being like that? When you move out, we'll have a room for us and the kid. Each room is pretty huge, too. Wait a minute. Please don't decide on your own. Your mother decided this. She was so excited when she heard we're gonna live in. I was actually surprised how she was so pushy about this idea. She said, I'll be so grateful if we can get rid of the lazy daughter and live with my lovely grandkid. Does my brother know about this? Of course! He was thinking of moving back to his parents' house too. We just decided to move in earlier than we expected. The whole family wants you to leave. Get it? So, at the end of next month, the contract for our place will expire. I think it's perfect timing for us, you know. So, we'll move there at the end of next month. Please get ready to move out, Ashley. So, that is how my sister-in-law and parents tried to kick me out of the house. I can't believe that even my brother is supportive of this plan. I just realized that they didn't mention my dad, so I decided to talk to him that night. Then, he told me a shocking story. Hello, Ashley. Are you ready to leave? Hey, sis. Yes, I'm ready. You can come here anytime. Oh, okay. I'll be there tomorrow at noon. Sure. I've already left the house. I've already cleared my room, so feel free to use it. Is that so? Okay. By the way, you're coming to help me tomorrow, right? Sorry, I can't help you. I have to work. Oh, so you got a job. I think when you are on your own, you put a lot of effort into job hunting. I guess it takes that long to get a job for a sloppy, lazy daughter. It's good to hear that you're on your own. Well, good luck with that. Yes, thank you very much. Just remember, there's no place for you to come back to anymore. Ashley, please pick up the phone. Sorry, I was working. Is there anything wrong? Why are the most of the appliances gone? What did you do? Oh, that was mine. What? Why? If you moved, why don't you just buy new ones? Because I bought it and I'll use it in my new place. How can you buy it when you're a lazy part-timer? How dare you steal my appliances? I've told you many times that I have a real job. I was excited to use those new appliances. Well, recently most of the old appliances started not functioning. It's an unexpected expense, but the newest appliances are fun and make housework worthwhile. Why don't you buy the new appliances too? Since you've just moved to start a new life, I think it's a good idea to buy all new things, don't you? What about the car? You took the car too? The car is mine, so of course I brought it. What? I'll be in big trouble then. Well, it's the countryside, but my brother has a car too. I got rid of that old car. That car is so slow and old. I didn't need that car. Is that so? It's hard to live without a car in the countryside. My parents' house is quite far from the city, and even going to the supermarket is difficult without a car. If you don't have a car, you have to buy it again, don't you? Do you think it's that easy to get a new car? What have you done? Also, I don't know why your father is not here. Oh, don't worry. Dad is with me. Huh? What do you mean? They got divorced. You didn't know that? Your mother never told me that. Besides, Stephen didn't even know about it. I guess she didn't tell anyone, but I thought she told you about it. Mom and you seem to get along well. Well, I guess it's a problem between them, so I guess we can't say anything. I know, but I can't believe she didn't tell you about it. You're living together now. I guess she didn't want to tell you because of the circumstances. What do you mean by circumstances? Why did they get divorced in the first place? When I told Dad about you and Stephen moving into the house, he told me that he was thinking of getting a divorce. The reason was that Mom had been spending the family savings without telling him. Spending family savings? Yes, that's why he decided to get a divorce. Really? The stuff that Mom was buying for Kenny, she paid for it all out of the family savings. Is that so? Your mother didn't buy them with her own money? Mom told Dad it was from her own money. When Dad needed money, he checked the bank account, and he found the family savings was less than half. It's not a big deal, you know. He was not mad about spending money on Kenny, but he can't forgive her for keeping it a secret. I can't believe he divorced her because of that. Well, it's not only that, because Mom loves to go shopping. I don't know if she's a stress or what, but sometimes she buys ridiculous amount of clothes and stuff. She used the family savings without telling him before. She promised not to do it again and said he'd divorce her if she ever did it again. Oh, I see. So, Dad and I got out of the house together. His company is close to the new house, too. Oh, no! I can't believe it! You should come back! Huh? What are you talking about? You're the one who kicked me out, right? I apologize for that! So, come back! We can't live on Stephen's income alone! I'm sure you'll be fine. My brothers paid well, too. It's just not enough! Oh, my brother said that you have debt. So that's why you decided to move in to get support. Am I right? Yes, that's why your father should come back now. Or you. I need someone with an income. I'm just a lazy part-timer. Maybe you're better off without me. But you got a real job now, didn't you? I mean, I've been working for a while now. Well, it'll add up to a little something. I think I make more than my brother makes. Actually, I live off the royalties. Royalties? What? What do you mean? You used to work part-time, didn't you? I am a novelist, but I'm not obligated to take on your debt. And it was you who kicked me out. You should have told me from the beginning. I told you that I have a real job, but it was you who assumed and looked down on me. You should blame yourself, not me. Hey, if you get paid more than Stephen, and if you're single, you have a lot of savings, right? Can you come back? I can't come back. I'm comfortable living with Dad, and I love my new place. And I'm making better progress with my writing in my new environment. No, please, come back! Why don't you stop relying on others and start working? If you are like that as a mother, I feel sorry for Kenny. Well then, please do your best to make a living. Oh no! Please help me! After my parents divorced, the house was given to my mom and the savings were given to my dad. Mom kept quiet about the divorce to my brother because she didn't want to get abandoned by him. My sister-in-law is now living with a woman who is in debt and loves to splurge. Even with my well-paid brother's income, it was hard to make ends meet. After all, Faye started working as a part-timer. I'm glad it finally turned out like this.
Hi, Mike. I won't be able to come home tonight. What? Not for sure yet, but it's very likely. Didn't you tell me you guys were wrapping up early because of the possible snowstorm? We were supposed to, but one of our major clients had serious system trouble. We can't just leave them to it. Ah, that's the hard part of being a system engineer, isn't it? That's happened to me before. Ah, that time when the hurricane hit. We can handle it remotely from the office, but I can't say when we'll be able to solve it. I'll go home if I can, but if not, I'll stay at the office. I wanted to let you know. Understood. Could you do the laundry? I can, but do I need to do it now? I'll fold them when I get home. Okay. Please wash the chef coat I left in the kitchen too. Do you have a chef's coat here? I bought it because they're more versatile than aprons. I wanted to wash it before wearing it, but I didn't put it in the laundry basket after opening the package. Okay, I got it. So you've been working remotely from home all day, and your schedule hasn't changed? Nope, I'm still working. Ah, that's right. I thought you were on your lunch break. I'm sorry if I interrupted you. No problem. I'll be done soon. Ah, I see. I'll get back to work then. See ya. Hey, Mike? You're not at home? Where did you go in this heavy snow? What's going on in your backyard? The lady across the street called to tell me that a woman was lying in the snow in our yard. She called an ambulance and took care of her since we weren't home. I can't go home because of this heavy snow. I don't know where you are right now, but I wanted to let you know. Call me when you see this. Mike, you haven't come home yet? It looks like your phone's dead. We need to talk about the person who was rushed by ambulance from our yard. So please call me as soon as possible. You're in a bad position. Amy? What's going on? You sent me so many messages. Ambulance? What are you talking about? Our neighbor found you in the snow? What were you doing? Are you crazy? So which hospital are you in? I'm very confused. Huh? I'm still at work. And I don't think I should go home right now. What? So what are you talking about? I mean, someone found you in the snow and you were sent to the hospital. Did you read my messages carefully? So you're not in the hospital. Go back and reread them. word for word. Hey, so are you saying someone was found in our backyard? And this person was sent to the hospital? Well, you did it, right? What? You called me crazy without reading my messages carefully. It's no use making up for it now. Oh no, I misunderstood the content. Was that the only explanation? Did you forget what you did? Ah, well, we know who she is now. The woman who was buried in the snow. Her name is Kate. Kate? And I don't know her. Who is it? No. I thought she was you. Me? What? No, nothing. Well, it's too late now. What? How long do you think it's been since I got a call from the lady? Don't you think I've already done some research? What the hell? If you have something to say it more clearly. I know you were having affairs. Huh? And I said affairs with an S. Come on, Amy. Why would you say such a thing? Well, let me explain then. Yesterday, when you found out that I couldn't come home due to a heavy snowstorm, you texted Kate to come over. Kate said no, so you texted another girl to spend a night together. Probably because of the snow, you went to pick her up, and our house was temporarily unoccupied. As usual, you forgot to lock the front door, which was a big mistake. Oh. Then Kate arrived. She probably wanted to surprise you. The front door was open. She figured you were probably at home working, so she went inside without saying a word. Then she started cooking, wearing my shift coat in the kitchen. What? Hey, wait. Then you came home with the other girl. When you saw Kate in the kitchen, you thought I had come home earlier. You panicked because you thought I would find out about your affair. Without checking her face, you threw her out of the kitchen to the backyard where the snow began falling heavily. Was that Kate? You and the girl decided to go somewhere else and left Kate in the snow. This time, you did lock the door. I don't know where you went after that, but you've been with the other woman, haven't you? Well, what happened to Kate? She broke her leg when she was thrown out in the yard. Oh. You told her to be in the snow all night long. She couldn't stand up because of the pain, and the snow worked as soundproofing when she was shouting for help. Few people were outside due to the heavy snowstorm. Eventually, the lady across the street found Kate buried in the snow and called an ambulance. After that, she's alive, but she's in the hospital. Which hospital? Are you visiting her? I don't know. To be honest, I don't feel any sympathy for her. But I'm not so insensitive as to give information to the person who put her in the hospital. So, I won't tell you. I know, but you should be more worried about yourself. What? After all the trouble you caused, can't you at least think of the possibility that the police are working on it? Police? I don't know what happened after they asked me a few questions. Wait a minute. What's going to happen to me? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Don't you think you're a little cold in your own husband's crisis? You're so cold. Who do you think you are? Having two lovers? Well, no, because I've already started looking for a divorce attorney. Divorce? Lawyer? That's a big deal. I'll repeat it. Who do you think you're talking to after having two unfaithful partners? Oh no, you're my true love. What? That's why I chose you as my wife, right? In other words, are you insinuating you already had relations with them when you married me? No, that's... I see. It's not like that. My frustration level is about to hit its limit. I'll talk to you through my lawyer. I'm sure we can sort this out. Who do you think you are? I mean, shut up. What? Bye. On the verge of an angry outburst, I ended the conversation. Soon after that, with the help of a lawyer and an agency, I collected evidence, filed for alimony, and finalized the divorce. The house was under his name, so I moved out. After that, it was over. Mike was confronted by his two partners. Mike blamed Kate for breaking into the house. Kate was angry at Mike for what he did to her. They were both trying to file a report to each other. Mike could not handle anything by himself and asked me to help him. I had to change my number so that he could no longer call me. I can't thank the lawyer enough for moving so quickly before I got involved.
Mom, I have something important to tell you. Listen to me carefully.
Jeffrey, what's wrong all of a sudden? Oh, I know. Did you get pickpocketed abroad? I told you it might happen, so you want me to lend you money?
Listen to me seriously, Mom. I lied about being overseas. I'm actually running away from my wife.
You caught her cheating on you? You're so pathetic.
That's not it. Wanda is a dangerous woman.
What a thing to say first thing in the morning. You're always making jokes.
Have you heard from Wanda lately?
I haven't seen her for 3 months since you said you were going abroad.
In that case, it's fine. Keep your distance.
Why? Wanda is a sweet lady.
Don't be fooled. I know I've joked around in the past and it was annoying, but this time, I'm serious. You need to believe me.
What are you trying to say? Explain it to me.
If I tell you, I'm putting you in danger. I'm asking you just to keep your distance and pretend nothing's wrong.
Then you shouldn't have told me. I'm just curious.
I want you to be on your guard. Don't let her in the house.
What can a tiny girl like that do? I used to be a lacrosse player. I'm not going to let her do anything to me.
That's not the point. Lacrosse was years ago, remember? You're not in the same shape as before.
What do you mean? You can't tell me to be careful without explaining what's going on.
Wanda has a history of taking people out.
What? You're joking again. Do you enjoy making fun of your own mother?
It's not true. Believe what I say.
Then she should have been caught by the police.
Well, she got away with it, didn't she? I know everything she did. That woman is dangerous.
Then call the cops right now.
I don't know where she is.
What's going on with you guys? Where are you now?
I can't tell you where I am right now, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm fine.
That's enough. Your father also suddenly disappeared, so don't talk about things you don't fully understand.
I'm sorry.
Your father's company has been going out of business for some time now. I have no idea what's going on. I'm going crazy.
I'll find him. I promise. Just listen to me. If you don't, the same thing might happen to you.
Hey, don't say something like that. It sounds like you're threatening me. What am I supposed to do with such vague information?
I'm worried about you because you're alone and my dad's disappeared. Just be careful. That's all I can say right now.
If you and your wife are fighting, end it now. Don't do anything to make it worse.
Just make sure you lock the house up, okay?
Okay. My son, who was supposed to be overseas, came to my house badly injured. Wanda, do you know anything about this?
Kendra, for real?
What does that mean? What have you done? Jeffrey's covered in blood. What the hell happened? If you know what happened, tell me.
Don't ever let him in the house.
I already did. He's sleeping now.
Oh, no. If we don't do something, there's gonna be big trouble.
I know he's hurt real bad. I think he needs to be treated, but he doesn't want to go to the hospital. I don't know what to do.
Please, run away.
That's what Jeffrey said. Are you and him working together?
Just hurry up.
How can I leave my son in such a state? You're a heartless person, aren't you?
I'm begging you. Please, believe me. Otherwise, you'll be in danger.
You both said the same thing. You don't know who to believe.
It has to be me.
Did you do this?
Huh?
He warned me before. Beware of Wanda.
What does that mean?
He said you are dangerous. Who the hell are you?
I'm just an ordinary housewife. What do you mean dangerous?
Jeffrey said you have killed people before.
That's ridiculous. I would never do such a thing. I think he said that to trick you.
I didn't believe him either, but my son came home in this state. You can't blame me for being suspicious. Thinking back, Jeffrey's text at that time had a different feeling than usual. He sounded more serious than usual. Why couldn't I have believed him sooner? I feel so sorry for him. He's covered in so much blood.
Did Jeffrey say he was attacked by me?
Yes. Why don't you turn yourself in? Fortunately, Jeffrey is still alive.
I'm just trying to protect you. I didn't think you'd suspect me.
I'm confused too. No one is explaining clearly what's going on.
I'm coming to get you.
He told me not to meet you. If you come near my house, I'll beat you with my lacrosse stick.
I want to tell you the truth about everything.
Oh?
But just hang on for a bit. I'll have someone contact you, not me.
Who?
Kendra, it's me.
What is it now? I have nothing to say to a man who left his family and disappeared. You don't call me for a year. What were you thinking? And the next thing I know, the company's gone out of business and you've disappeared. Have you thought about how I felt?
I'm sorry. I had no choice.
What is going on with everybody? Well, say something.
I didn't think Jeffrey would go to yours. Can you get out of the house now?
No, I don't want you to tell me what to do.
Okay, I'll explain the situation. Once you understand, you have to get out of the house immediately. You can't let Jeffrey find out. This is not a joke. I'm really serious. So listen to me with that in mind.
Tell me quickly.
First of all, it's because of me that Jeffrey is hurt.
You attacked him?
It's more accurate to say I failed to finish him off.
Huh? How can you say that? Like he's a bug or something. What a thing to do to your own son.
He's not my son. He's not a bug. He's the devil.
What are you even saying?
Wanda is right. You need to trust her.
I think you're having an affair with Wanda. You've been communicating with her and not contacting me. That's extremely suspicious. Jeffrey found out about you and Wanda's affair, so you hurt him to keep him quiet?
It's not that simple. I was after Jeffrey, and he was after me.
No, it doesn't make any sense.
If I had stayed home, you would have been involved too. That's why I had to disappear.
Explain it so I can understand.
Jeffrey is a member of an overseas Black Ops organization.
What? This isn't a comic book. There's no way that's real. You call me after a year and make up lies like this?
It's true. About a year ago, I happened to see Jeffrey in a bar. There were some seedy-looking people with him, so I called out to him, but he gave me a hard stare and disappeared.
It was probably just some rough friends.
They didn't speak English.
I have foreign friends too.
I was curious, so I followed Jeffrey a few times, but then someone started following me.
It was just your imagination.
The biggest sign was when he pushed me off the platform at the train station.
What? Oh my god, but you're okay.
Luckily, I managed to climb out, but I could have died. But I got a text message right away. Your life was saved. Next time, it'll be your wife. I think it was meant to tell me to give up and forget what I saw, but I didn't want to live in fear, and I felt that you might be in danger if I stayed with you.
Is that true? Is that why you left? For me?
Yes. I didn't tell you anything because I knew you wouldn't believe me anyway, and also to protect you. I'm sorry I made you feel worried by not telling you, but I had no choice.
Then why were you in touch with Wanda?
Wanda had noticed the change in Jeffrey and was looking into it.
What?
I was following him, and she called out to me from behind. I was surprised.
So it was like that.
With Wanda's help, we lied that her mother was sick and that she had to leave the house for about a week. I bugged their house so he wouldn't find out, and heard men speaking broken English and Jeffrey talking about a plan.
What was the plan?
They said they wanted to get rid of me and Wanda, who were following them, and kill you too just in case.
That's not true. Jeffrey would never do such a thing. He always used to annoy me with his weird pranks. But he was a kind-hearted boy who never did anything wrong.
Jeffrey lied to you about being posted overseas, didn't he?
Yes, but...
He quit the company at that point. I guess he decided to make his secret job into his full-time work.
And what the hell kind of job is that?
Everything bad people do. I don't want to have to say it. It's the kind of things you don't even want to talk about.
Why would he choose something so dangerous?
I don't know, but I've seen it. I saw Jeffrey beat the shit out of a guy.
I can't believe it. He was the kind of kid who would make a big fuss just because a ladybug flew by.
People's character can change. As his father, it pains me too, but he's not the Jeffrey we know anymore. He's a different person, so as a responsible parent, I decided I need to get rid of him.
Maybe if you talk to him, he'll understand.
No, we're long past that point.
What do you mean?
A Chinese guy came to Wanda's parents' house. He said, "Please drink this delicious tea," and left some tea for her. Of course, she didn't drink it and reported it to the police, but they said it was laced with something very dangerous.
You mean Jeffrey's friend came to Wanda's parents' house with the intention of erasing Wanda with a tea?
That's right. The police was investigating, but they never caught him. There's a video of Jeffrey assaulting her, but even if they got him for that, he'd be out in a few years. And I figured it wouldn't make sense to go straight to the organization.
So you did this reckless thing. But what can you do? You're just an old man. You were more reckless than me with my lacrosse stick.
Well, I'm a man though. I thought if I attacked Jeffrey from behind I could do it, but he noticed me, resisted, and I missed my chance.
He was hurt badly. He's covered in blood. Poor guy.
If he's alive, I failed. Like I said, he's not the Jeffrey we knew. Don't feel sorry for him.
But you don't have to go this far. He's our child. And you're going to go to jail.
If I don't do it, there will be more victims. I don't want you to be the mother of a criminal.
But if you do it, I'll be the wife of a criminal. It's the same thing.
Our divorce has been finalized.
What? I didn't sign any divorce papers.
I know your signature was forged. Wanda wrote it for me. I'm sorry.
What are you doing? You said you're protecting me, but you're completely cutting me out. I'm Jeffrey's mother too. I have a right to know, and I want to fight with you.
Your only son, who you've loved and taken care of, is going through this. I knew there was no way you could accept it. In fact, you're shocked and upset right now. I'm sorry to say this, but even if you were to offer to help me with this, I don't think you could really do it.
I want to believe in my son, but I also need to trust you as my partner of 30 years. That's why I snuck out of the house earlier.
Really?
Don't worry, Jeffrey doesn't know.
Where are you?
You know that abandoned house in the neighborhood that's called a haunted house?
You're in that place?
I don't believe in ghosts.
Huh?
What? You don't remember where the haunted house is?
No, I remember. Alright, I'll come get you right away.
No, just send Wanda.
Why only her?
What if Jeffrey wakes up and wanders outside? He'll try to attack you for sure.
But Wanda's in danger too.
She's small and inconspicuous. She's brave. She'll be fine.
I'm sure she'll be fine. I'll find a place to hide. I'll join you later.
I understand.
I fooled you. Huh? I have Mom and Wanda. Thanks for sending Wanda alone, like you promised.
I see.
It was me texting you all along. Didn't you notice? I guess that's how it is with married couples after all these years, huh? Don't hurt them. That's up to you. What do you want from me? Get me out of the country. Why don't you just go? I've already been flagged. The minute I get to the airport, they'll get me. So you're gonna make sure I get out safely. You think I'm capable of that? What? You think I don't know? You're CIA, aren't you? So you knew. Mom and I always thought you were just an ordinary company man, but with my organization's help, we figured it out right away. Don't underestimate our research skills. Don't tell your mom. I don't want her involved. Your obsession with me was a little over the top for just a dad, but it makes sense if you're CIA. Well then, let's get this over with. Get your ass out here. Even I don't want to have to hurt two weak women. Then let them go right now. That depends on your answer. With your clout, you could get a plane or two, right? Well, I mean, it's not impossible, but that's my dad. I'm counting on you. But I can't do all that for just you. No, I've got a few more people with me. I want them all on board. 2 women's lives are at stake. You'd do that for me, wouldn't you, Dad? No, I can't get everyone out. That's physically impossible. Huh? What do you mean? Don't you know? All of your guys, except you, have already fled the country. Huh? They betrayed you. They cut you off and went back to their own country. You're lying. They said they were taking me with them. You still don't get it, do you? They used you. And when you were no longer of any use to them, they threw you away. No, no. Do you think there's any reason why such an organization would care about a 30-year-old businessman with no redeeming qualities or connections? You're just a patsy. You're just a front so they can blend in here. It's a trick they use a lot. Lies! They told you you'd get a lot of money and all you had to do was the dirty work. That's right. They were offering me $3 million to go back to their home country with them. I could live off the money for the rest of my life. That's not the kind of pay you would get starting from the bottom. Oh, really? Then what about my villa with a pool? What about my dream of being surrounded by beautiful women? It won't happen. It's only a dream. I know you're hiding in that abandoned house. Don't go outside unless you have to. You're surrounded by special forces as a result of the break-in. Huh? Wanda's carrying a GPS. It's embedded in her skin. She didn't even notice. Don't tell me you knew I was the one texting. You texted. You weren't afraid of ghosts. She's the opposite. She's always been a little tough on you, but your mom hates ghosts. She's a strong lacrosse player, so she's not afraid of anything living. But she can't stand ghosts that can't be physically attacked, so I knew right away that you were impersonating her. Dad, I was wrong. Those guys threatened me and I had no choice but to do the bad things they asked. I'm sorry, but that's not going to work. For the past year, I've seen your brutality with my own eyes. You're not even my son anymore. You're just a vicious criminal. Damn, what the hell? Then why didn't you just arrest me? Did you enjoy messing with me, stretching it out? I didn't enjoy it at all, but my bosses got greedy. They wanted to use you as a bait so they could get to the main part of the organization. Huh? But in the end, they ran and just left us with trash like you. Prison, huh? Well, that's shitty. But I'll be back in a few years, and we can do this all over again. Oh, come on. You think you can get off that easily? Huh? I can't go public with this, and whether you believe it or not, you're not heading to jail. Where are you sending me? For people who have worked with foreign criminal organizations, there is a special facility. You can serve your country there. You can do some good for once. You're kidding, right? You forget. I've always been bad at telling jokes. You forget how you used to groan at me every time I tried. Stop it, Dad. I'm your only son. My mother will be so sad. Of course she will be. Mommy used to think that your jokes were charming. She'd be sad to see you turn into such a piece of trash. Let's live together again. I'll admit my mistakes and make amends. Put me in a regular prison. Then tell me, why did you do this? All I wanted was the money. I wanted to take care of you and Mom. You know, travel, golf, jewelry, bags. Is that right? Wanda and Mom would have gotten worried if I told them I quit my job, so I lied. When you found out, I was so flustered that I lost my cool and tried to take you out. I'm sorry about that. You were the one who pushed me off the platform. I didn't know for sure, but I never thought you'd tell me yourself. I'm sorry. I apologize from the bottom of my heart. I'm glad you're alive. That's good to hear. Now, can I please just go turn myself into the cops? Who said I forgive you? You said that's good to hear. I mean, it's good to hear that you're a lying piece of shit. What do you mean? Because if I saw even a glimpse of the old you, it would break my heart. I'm relieved to see you've become a different person. A man, no morals. Huh? This will be my last job. I want to do it with no regrets. You're not going to help me? We're about to go in. If you hurt the hostages or try to run away, we will open fire. No, no, no. Dad, please help me. I'm scared. I'm sorry. I'll be better from now on. Forgive me. I knew you know. When you were a kid, you pretended to be afraid of ladybugs, but you used to hide them in jars and prick them with a needle. What? So your act won't fool me again. Dad! See you later. Did he really think he could buy a villa with a pool overseas, surrounded himself with beautiful women, and live a life like that? Jeffrey, who was so taken with such a dream that he got involved in evil deeds. If you ask me what has happened to him, I can't answer the question. Let's just say that he's suffering endlessly now. Well, it's like an urban myth. People living a normal life have no way of knowing this story. My wife had her skull fractured by Jeffrey. Wanda also fought back and suffered serious injuries, but fortunately both of them had recovered. I asked Wanda to wait 7 years to receive the insurance money and inheritance after Jeffrey's death. I quit my job, proposed to my wife again, and we are now on our second honeymoon. It's good to be at peace.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.